All right, ladies and gentlemen, chapter 3. Before we start, just a quick review of chapter 2. We learned that Hester is being punished because she committed adultery and had a baby with somebody who was not her husband. So that was a punishable crime. But because her husband was believed to be dead, she wasn't hung. She was given a prison sentence. She had to stand on the scaffold, and now she needs to wear the letter A on the front of her dress as a sign of her wrongdoings. So, chapter 3, the interview. After being led back to prison, Hester Prynne's nerves were on edge. She began to act in strange ways. Her baby cried much of the time. Master Brackett, the jailer, was afraid that Hester might harm herself or the baby. He brought in a doctor whom he introduced as Dr. Roger Chillingworth. Hester became as still as death, although the baby continued to moan. Chillingworth was the same man Hester had recognized in the crowd by the scaffold. "Leave me alone with my patient," the doctor said to the jailer. "Trust me, it shall soon be peaceful in your prison." Chillingworth examined the baby carefully. Then he took some medicine out of a leather case. He mixed the medicine with water in a cup. "I've learned a lot about medicine from my studies and my stay with the Indians. Woman, this child is yours, not mine. Give the baby this medicine with your own hand." Hester looked into the doctor's face with questioning eyes. She did not trust Chillingworth. "Would you take revenge on an innocent baby?" she whispered. "Foolish woman," said the doctor. "Why would I want to harm your baby? I would give this medicine even if it were my own child." Chillingworth took the baby in his arms and gave it the medicine. Soon his little patient stopped moaning and fell into a deep sleep. Next, the doctor examined Hester. He felt her pulse and looked into her eyes. His gaze made her heart shrink and shudder. It was very familiar, yet so strange and cold. Now Chillingworth prepared some medicine for Hester. "Drink this. It will help calm you. It is from a recipe taught to me by an Indian." "I have thought about death, even wished for it," said Hester. "Yet if death is in this cup, I ask you to think again before I drink it." Hester studied his eyes. "Drink then," the doctor said. "Do you know me so little? Even if I wanted revenge, what could be better than to let you live?" Hester drank the medicine in the cup. "Hester," the doctor went on, "it was my own foolishness that led to your troubles. What had I, an old man interested only in books and ideas, to do with a youth and beauty like your own? Had I really been wise, I might have foreseen all this." "You know I was honest with you," Hester said. "I never pretended to love you. True, it was my fault, as I've said, but I was lonely. It didn't seem so wild a dream at the time. As old as I was, I still believed I could find happiness. I wanted to get married and have a family." "I fear I have greatly wronged you," said Hester. "We have wronged each other," said the doctor, "and now we are even. I seek no revenge against you, but the man lives who has wronged us both. You must tell me his name, Hester. Who is he?" "Do not ask me this," answered Hester, looking firmly into Chillingworth's face. "You shall never know." "You will not reveal his name?" "I will find him anyway. Let him live. Let him hide himself if he may. But one day he shall be mine," the doctor cried. "Now there is one thing I must ask of you," he went on. "As you have kept his secret, now keep mine. Tell no one I am your husband." "But why do you ask this?" said Hester. "Why not announce it yourself and get rid of me at once?" "It may be that I do not want to be known as a husband who was betrayed by his wife," Chillingworth said. "It may be for other reasons, but that is my business. Therefore, let the world believe that your husband is already dead. Above all, tell not a word of our secret to the man you are protecting. If you should fail me in this, beware, his life will be in my hands." "Very well, then, I will keep your secret as I have his," said Hester. "Swear it," the doctor demanded. Hester did so. Then the doctor gathered his things and got ready to leave. He said, "And now, Mistress Prynne, I leave you alone with your baby and the Scarlet Letter, and perhaps your bad dreams." He had an unpleasant smile on his face. Hester didn't like the look of that smile. "Why are you smiling like this?" she said. "Have you made me promise something that will ruin my soul?" "Not your soul, Hester. No, not yours." And with those words, Chillingworth left the room. Oh! So Roger Chillingworth is Hester's husband. He was the strange man in the crowd when she was up on the scaffold. But he's made Hester promise not to tell anybody. Dum dum dum! What's gonna happen next? Go ahead and answer the questions for chapter 3. Email me if you have any questions.